What happens if you bought a house today and prices crash tomorrow? Well, absolutely nothing, unless you need to sell that property. But let me share 3 ways you can protect yourself in case they do. Take a look at this graph, direct from the land registry. It shows the average house price from April 1968 to July 2023. House prices don't go up in a straight line. Some years they come down, but most years they go up. But there isn't a single 10-year period where average house prices have gone down. So in reality, when I buy a property, for instance, I couldn't care less if the price of that property goes up, down in value tomorrow, next week, next month, because all I care about is how the property will go up in value over a decade plus. Let me share the 3 things I focus on to minimize the chance of prices coming down affecting me in any way. 1, buy below market value. You've got to have the confidence to value property and make sure you are identifying opportunities you can buy at a discount. If you don't know how to value a property, check out my video where I take you through 5 simple steps to valuing a property. But anyway, if for example, you buy a property at 10% below market value and the value of that property goes down 10%, you've not lost any money. I've got loads of videos on my channel that share our strategies to doing this, or contact my business, British Home Buyers, where we actively buy properties and source properties for investors at discounts every day. 2, don't over leverage yourself. Don't overextend yourself financially. A property going down in value is only a problem if you're forced to sell. In reality, if you're able to sit on a property, it is eventually going to go up in value anyway. There are so many people out there that panic sell when prices go down, but that then kick themselves when prices go up. It is so tempting to try and buy as much as possible, as much property as possible, borrowing more and more money. But it is important to build in some tolerance, so if prices do dip, you're not going to sink your whole ship in the process. This leads nicely to my 3rd final tip. Think cash flow. Stop thinking about what a property is worth and start thinking more about what is that property making you against what it is costing you. No matter what property I buy, I always have in the back of my mind, if I could never sell it, would I still buy it? So even if I'm buying a property to flip, redevelop or hold on to long term, I'm always considering if I'd be willing to keep hold of it forever, worst case. That basically means I have to be sure the property can pay for itself as well as produce a profit. If you approach a property purchase with that mindset and you buy a property that rents for £1,000 a month, for example, and it's costing you £500 a month, then in reality it doesn't matter if the property drops in price 20% or increases 20%. It's about the monthly cash flow that that property is producing you. Now, if you say rising interest rates are killing your profits, then you have entirely mismanaged your property business. High interest rates kill your buy-to-lets if you don't pass the cost to your tenants. The reason why rents are increasing so much is because you have landlords passing the cost on to tenants, and more people needing to rent because of how much harder it is to get onto the property ladder. It sounds terrible, but unfortunately, that is how the property market works. And now is the best point since 2007 for investors to invest. Don't believe me? Check out this video on how I made almost £200,000 from 1 property investment.